PTSD in emergency service personnel, or stress, unresolved trauma. This one's very dear to my heart because I've worked in the emergency services for most of my career. First as a nurse, then later on cruise ships as a first responder, and then on the offshore environment as a remote area medic as a first responder again. Now, through my career, certainly you accumulate different experiences and some of them stick with you. That's perfectly normal. It's those moments that you just don't seem to be able to shake, the particularly harrowing experiences that can stick with you. But for some people, it's more than that. It leads into flashbacks, nightmares, anger outbursts, inability to control emotions, all the PTSD symptoms that can occur there. It can be extremely detrimental. It can put people off work. It can make people not function. It can even make people emotionally numb. Where they've been exposed to just so much, like ambulance crews, for instance, firefighters, police, military personnel. And after layers and layers and layers and layers of that, it can lead to a sense of emotional numbness where they're just not really able to feel. They're not really able to enjoy life anymore. All of these are trauma responses which can be treated with therapy. Now, certainly in the medical world, which I know best, I'm sure it's the same in the fire service and in the police service and the other Coast Guard, for instance, we do tend to adopt unhealthy coping mechanisms. We tend to drink, we'll tend to self-medicate, we'll tend to lean into unhealthy coping mechanisms that further compound the problem. So that can be detrimental for relationships. It can be detrimental for future career prospects. It can be detrimental on a psychological and emotional level for that person. So if you are suffering from any of these things, then do know that help is available. Help is available in the form of therapy, change work, emotional change work, hypnotherapy. All of these things have been proven to help people move beyond PTSD and heal these inner traumas, these inner wounds that we carry. Some people I've spoken to, especially post-COVID, almost said that they viewed the scars, their wounds, as like a badge of honor. So there's that side of it as well. Like some people, on the surface of it, they say or they express that they don't want to lose the scars. They don't want to lose what they're feeling. And I can relate to that, but also just know that you can still remember it. You can still take the lesson from it, but you don't have to re-experience the trauma and stay in that moment. It's not healing from that is not taking anything away from what you've done or what you've experienced. So I just wanted to make that point as well. It's interesting what comes up in therapeutic sessions, and it's interesting where they go. I find it fascinating. In fact, it's a privilege to me to be able to help people heal from all manner of psychological, emotional and physical ailments. It's what I'm called to do. PTSD in emergency service workers, it's a real thing. It is discussed more so now, and thankfully, and there is help available, but there's taking the bull by the horns and seeking emotional support and seeking deep therapeutic change is extremely effective. It's available, and it can set you free of the burden you carry. So please don't suffer in silence, and know that help is available.